There's a reason people line up outside an ALDI on a Wednesday morning, and it isn't the milk. It's a thing the store does on purpose that no regular grocery store does. It brings in a fresh wave of limited products every single week, sells them until they're gone, and then never brings most of them back. Other supermarkets change their layouts to keep you engaged. ALDI keeps things fun by introducing new limited time products every month. And the dangers that you fall for one and find it gone with the wind by your next trip. That's the whole game, and right now, the back half of August, the store is doing the thing it does best. It's turning over from summer to fall, and the first of the autumn wave is landing on those shelves. I spent 31 years in the grocery trade, 9 of them running a store, so I understand exactly what ALDI is doing with this here today, gone next week business, and it works on people. And I'll show you how to enjoy it without letting it empty your wallet. But first, let me walk you through 30 things arriving right now that are worth putting in the cart because the fall wave is the good one and the smart shopper gets in early before it's picked over. One thing to hold on to the whole way through, and it's the honest catch with a store like this. These finds rotate weekly and they vary by region, so I'm telling you the kinds of things and the real ALDI brand names to look for. Not swearing everyone is in your exact store today. Some of this fall line is just now hitting shelves and more of it lands over the next few weeks. The fun of ALDI is that you never know precisely what you'll find, but you can know exactly what to hunt for, and that's what I'm handing you. Let me start with the fall food because that's the heart of this wave and it's what sells out first. 1, the pumpkin spice baked goods under the Bake Shop label. Every fall, ALDI brings in pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, the whole line, and it's some of the best value baking in the store. If you're not going to bake from scratch, this is the shortcut, and it's a fraction of what a bakery charges. 2, the Benton's cookies and biscotti in the fall flavors. ALDI's Benton's brand runs seasonal every autumn. Pumpkin spice mini biscotti, the crunchy little ones for dunking in coffee, and the soft baked cookies in cinnamon and maple. These come and go fast. 3, the specially selected premium scones. ALDI's frozen mini scones come around in the fall in gingerbread and pumpkin, crumbly and frosted, a package of 8 for around $5. One of the nicer things they do all year and worth grabbing the week you see them. 4, the apple everything. ALDI leans as hard into apple as pumpkin. The apple cider donuts, the cinnamon apple chips, the apple straws. The cider donuts in particular are a fall staple people drive over for. 5, the Clancy's seasonal snack line, pumpkin spice yogurt covered pretzels, that salty sweet fall thing, plus the seasonal chips and pretzel mixes. Snack items that only exist for a few weeks. 6, the fall coffee and creamers, fall flavored coffee and the pumpkin and cinnamon creamers. If you drink coffee every morning, the seasonal creamer at ALDI's price is one of the easiest small pleasures in the whole store. 7, the seasonal syrups. ALDI does limited run breakfast syrups every autumn. Pumpkin spice, cinnamon roll, and bourbon barrel, around $5.50 a bottle. These are a genuine, never seen before novelty, different every year, and they're some of the very first fall items to land. 8, the hot honey line. Fall brings hot honey seasoned items, even hot honey frozen vegetables, which sounds odd and is quietly one of the more interesting new arrivals. Worth a try while it's here. 9, the specially selected charcuterie and cheese for fall boards. ALDI actively pushes the fall charcuterie board, caramel, apples, nuts, dried fruits, the fancier cheeses. The specially selected line is the premium tier, and at ALDI prices, it's how you put out a spread that looks like it cost 3 times what it did. 10, the seasonal trail mix and cinnamon nuts. Cinnamon flavored nuts and fall trail mixes turn up as the season starts. These keep well, so unlike a lot of the fresh finds, you can actually stock a couple. Let me pause here because I want to give you the one idea that makes a store like ALDI work for you instead of against you. And it's the thing most people never figure out. The whole treasure hunt feeling, the fresh wave every week, the grab it now or it's gone, is engineered to do one thing above all: make you buy on impulse. When a thing might not be there next week, your head stops asking whether you actually want it and starts saying, just get it now. And that urgency is real as a feeling and mostly manufactured as a fact. Most of what feels like it'll be gone forever, you'd never have missed. So here's the discipline, and it's simple. When a limited find tempts you, ask one honest question before it goes in the cart. Would I want this if it were here every week at this price? If the answer is yes, grab it. That's a genuine find. If the only reason you're reaching for it is the fear of missing out, put it back. Because a thing you didn't really want isn't a bargain, no matter how limited or how cheap. The people who walk out of ALDI happy are the ones who came for the treasure and only took the treasure they'd actually use. Now, back to the haul, and the home goods are next because that's where the surprises hide. 11 is the Crofton pumpkin serving dishes. Every fall, ALDI brings in the seasonal cookware. And the Crofton pumpkin-shaped dishes, the gravy boat, the mini serving dishes, the casserole dishes, running about $7 to $15, are perfect for a Sunday dinner or a Friendsgiving. These are the kind of thing that cost a fortune at a home store and a few dollars here. 12, the Le Creuset style pumpkin Dutch oven. ALDI does a famous enameled pumpkin-shaped Dutch oven every autumn. A Le Creuset-inspired pumpkin Dutch oven that looks like a $200 piece and costs a small fraction of it. This one genuinely sells out, so if you see it, that's the day to buy it. 13, the Huntington Home Fall Candles. ALDI's fall-scented candles, including the metallic icon candles in acorn, gourd, and pumpkin shapes, run about $7. Cheaper than the designer candles without giving up much. And the house smells like the season for pennies. 14, the Huntington Home Harvest Wreath, the 20-inch harvest wreath, and the door decor. For anyone who decorates for fall, this is a fraction of what a craft store charges for the same look. 15, the Kirkton House Woven Pumpkins. The 4-pack of woven pumpkins runs about $5, $1.25 per pumpkin, which actually beats the dollar store's plush pumpkin at $1.50 a piece. That's the kind of quiet value that surprises people. 16, the fall throw blankets and pillows. ALDI runs seasonal soft goods every autumn. The throws, the pillow covers in harvest colors. Cheap, cozy, and gone quickly. And a throw blanket is one of those things you always end up wanting when the weather turns. 17, the autumn table linens and serving boards, the tiered trays and round and rectangular serving boards in autumn floral and pumpkin, around $15 a piece. For hosting through the fall and holidays, this is the whole tablescape for the price of one piece elsewhere. Now let me get to the frozen and dinner solutions, because this is where the real week-to-week value lives for a household. 18, the Mama Kazi's Specialty Pizzas. ALDI's pizza brand runs new limited styles constantly. The Neapolitan-style Bianca with 3 cheeses and a creme fraiche sauce was a recent arrival. These rotate, they're restaurant style, and they're a few dollars. Cancel the delivery and check the freezer. 19, the earth-grown plant-based line. Even if you're not vegetarian, the earth-grown vegan meatballs are a genuinely good way to cut back on meat without giving up flavor or texture. ALDI keeps expanding this line, and the new items are worth a look. 20, the Season's Choice frozen vegetables and fries. The Season's Choice line, including the fan-favorite chili lime waffle fries, brings in new seasonal styles, and the skin-on fries are a genuine fast food dupe. Frozen cheap, and the flavors rotate. 21, into the specially selected frozen entrees, down the premium tier frozen dinners, the ones that pull you out of a cooking rut on a tired evening. For 1 or 2 people, these are portioned right and priced well, and new ones land regularly. 22, the red bag chicken. ALDI now officially uses the nickname loyal fans gave it, red bag chicken, the breaded frozen chicken that people are genuinely devoted to. If you've never tried it, this is the one the fans will tell you to grab. 23, the seasonal frozen desserts, the pumpkin cheesecakes, the fall pie offerings, the cream cake bites, the pumpkin cream cake bites, and the seasonal frozen sweets are a limited run treat every autumn. 24, the fall baking mixes, the banana quick bread mix and the seasonal baking mixes. If you bake it all as the weather cools, these are the cheapest way to do it, and the seasonal flavors only come around once a year. And now the drinks and the last of the haul, including the ones I'd tell you to grab first. 25, the spice ciders and seasonal drinks, the spice ciders, the pumpkin spice latte offerings, the fall seasonal drinks. ALDI's non-alcoholic fall drink line is broad and cheap and changes yearly. 26 is the seasonal hard cider and pumpkin ale where they sell it. The pumpkin ale flavored with winter spices and warm malty pumpkin, and the fall hard ciders in the states where ALDI carries beer and wine. These are limited and regional, so grab them when you spot them. 27, the specially selected coffees and teas. Beyond the flavored creamers, the premium seasonal coffee and tea line, the fall roast, the chai and spice blends, small luxuries at grocery basic prices. 28, the apple chips and better-for-you snacks, the original and cinnamon apple chips, the snack you don't have to feel bad about, and a genuinely nice thing to have in the house through the fall. 29, the seasonal chocolate. ALDI's chocolate is one of its quiet strengths, and the fall and early holiday chocolate arrivals, the seasonal bars, the filled chocolates, are a category where the store punches well above its price. New ones land through the fall. And 30, the one I'd send you in for above all the rest, the pumpkin Dutch oven and the Crofton seasonal cookware. Together, I put this last on purpose because of everything on this list. The food gets eaten and the candle burns down, but the cookware lasts. That enameled pumpkin Dutch oven and the Crofton serving pieces are the finds that are still in your kitchen in 10 years. That come out every Thanksgiving, that your grandchildren remember. They look like luxury home store goods, and they cost a tiny fraction of it. And unlike the snacks, buying one isn't a treat that's gone by Friday. It's a thing you'll use for a lifetime. If you grab one thing off this whole haul, make it a piece that lasts. Let me tell you how a smart ALDI run actually goes, because it's the whole thing in one trip. You go on a Wednesday when the new wave hits, because the best of it is gone by the weekend. You walk the middle aisle first, the ALDI Finds aisle, the seasonal one, because that's where the limited stuff lives, and that's what won't be there next week. You let yourself enjoy it. You put the pumpkin bread and the cider donuts and the seasonal creamer in the cart, the things you'll genuinely use and eat. And when the enameled Dutch oven stops you cold, you buy it, because that one really does sell out and it really does last. But you also put things back. The fourth seasonal snack you grabbed on momentum. The decor piece you already have a version of at home. The thing that went in the cart only because a little voice said it might be gone next week. You asked the one question, would I want this if it were always here? Yeah, and you leave what fails it cheerfully, because you came for the treasure. And you don't have to take all of it. You walk out having spent $40 where a less careful shopper spent $90, and every single thing in your bag is something you'll actually use. So here's what I'd have you do this week. Go early in the week before the wave thins out. Walk the ALDI Finds aisle first and the fall seasonal section second, because that's where the never-seen-before arrivals are landing right now. Take the food you'll truly eat, one nice home piece if it calls to you, and the cookware if you see the Dutch oven, because that's the find that outlasts the season. And run everything through the one honest question, not, will this be gone next week, but would I want this at all if it weren't? That question is the whole difference between a haul you use and a pantry full of limited edition regret. Now I'd like to hear from you, because ALDI shoppers know things I don't. Tell me, the ALDI find you still grieve. The limited thing you loved that vanished and never came back, that you still look for every single trip, hoping it returns. Everyone who shops that store has one, and I want to hear yours. And tell me this too, because it's a useful one. You know, what's the one ALDI thing you buy every single time, wave or no wave, seasonal or not, the staple you'd never walk out without? I've given you 30 to hunt for, but the regulars in the comments always know the quiet ones I've been walking past, and I'd like to steal a few. Go on a Wednesday, walk the finds aisle first, and only haul what you'd have wanted anyway.